Hey guys, so it is it's Sunday, right? I'm recording this video on Sunday because something so amazing happened to me today. So I get to church. Okay, I get to church today, and I'm standing there and I'm talking to this girl, right? And she is, we're talking about our own things, and our pastor arrives. And she just cuts the conversation and starts talking about this shirt that he's wearing. And I'm like, hey, this girl, why does she keep going on about this shirt? Anyway, so she keeps going on about this shirt, and obviously I glance that way kind of to see it. And the more she just keeps talking about it. And the more she talks about it, the more, eventually I look and I actually see the shirt, and I'm like, hey, this shirt is the one, guys. Huh? Anyway, so she keeps going, she's like, yeah, this is the shit I want, this is the shit I want. And I'm like, hey, okay, no, fine. To a point where I then want the shit, I'm like, oh, guys, I deserve this shirt. Anyway, so we're going to, open the service and pray and worship and all these things. And then it's time for the word, right? And he comes out and he before he starts talking, then he starts, then he explains his shirt. He's like, oh, guys, don't you like my shirt? Don't you like my shirt? He's like, so on the front, it says hungry for him. And then on the back, it says Holy Ghost power, right? And he's like, oh, don't you like my shirt? And hey, people are clapping. And we're like, yay. And then he's like, okay, so, I come bring gifts. Guys, the way I got up and ran, I did not care. I didn't even get, his sentence wasn't even finished, guys, and I was already there. Hey, I was like, okay, I'm here. Anyway, so Kanti, he's got a few extra shirts and stuff, and he's giving them away. So there I go, I take a shirt. As I'm walking back, I hear him say, no, it's, maybe just throw them into the crowd, just so people can get them or whatever. And I'm like, I'm like, no, this is not for the crowd, this is for me. Anyway, and, even as I'm walking back to my seat, people are like, hey, listen, he said throw it back into the crowd. And I'm just like, no, dog, this shit is for me. And I just, and so I come home and I'm telling my mom this story. And she's just like, oh, okay, so, did he use it to, just to explain, desperation and, hunger for God? And I'm like, no, he didn't. But that's such a good point. And, if you look at it, it really all started in the conversations we were having outside, because obviously she alluded to it, which kind of made me see it or glance past it or whatever. But the more she kept talking about it, the more I was like, hey guys, this shirt, it's in air, and her expression of it, or her experience of whatever she was going through, birthed in me a desire, so her desire birthed within me. It cultivated a desire in me. And now I just sit and I think to myself, can you imagine if we were living the kind of lives, or if we were so purposeful about what we were saying to people and how we were saying it, that the desire in our lives for Jesus and for Holy Spirit to move and for God to just be, cultivated a desire in somebody else's, in somebody else's life. You must understand, hey, obviously in the beginning, she obviously, her wanting the shirt was part of, my desire to want the shirt. But eventually I got to a point where I didn't even care about, I didn't need her desire anymore. I had my own desire. I had cultivated within me, something had been cultivated, to say, look, I want the shirt. So much so that as soon as he said, I have a gift, I ran. Guys, I left my phone there. I didn't care what was happening. I was like, I am getting up and I am out of here. I will be there. If there is something if that shirt has been given away, I'm going to be the recipient of that shirt. And I don't care, And that's when, my mom and I, we just spend some time talking about it. How desperate are we actually for God? How desperate do we actually just trudge through? To the point where, because look, everybody has an opinion, especially nowadays. Everyone has an opinion on everything. Everything. You will always find an opinion. But when you are really desperate for something, you don't care. Guys, you must understand, hey, that I'm dressed like this. I get up in front of the church and I run. I run to make sure that I'm there. That if something is, I mean, look, obviously, if I'm getting up to run for something, I'm not getting up to think, when he said, oh, I have a gift, I'm not thinking, oh, okay, you know, he's bought a scorpion because he wants to sting me, or he's bought something that's going to be harmful to me. I'm getting up to run because I'm like, you know, there's something good on the other side of this, and this is what I want, which is a whole other conversation. Because, you know, and which I was also having with somebody earlier, we were just talking about, you know, well, do we actually believe that God is really good? Like, you know, that scene in the shack where he's saying, you know, our problem is that we don't believe that God is actually good. But, you know, I digress. Yeah, so, you know, we were just talking about, you know, like, then I don't care if I'm tripping over things. I don't care if I look stupid to you. I don't care if you think what I'm doing doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't matter, because I know what I'm pushing towards, you know. I know what I'm desperate for. I know what I want to achieve, or where my end goal is. And as a result of that, it means like that will give me the courage or the bravery, because I mean the church was there, you know, so many people could have run, but not everybody did, you know, and me, I wanted it, and I knew that I wanted it, so I ran. And anyway, so I get there and in time, I know, guys, this beautiful shirt, you know, so I get the shirt, which like by coincidence says hungry for God, you know, just talking about desperation and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, you know, so I get the shirt, as I'm holding it, as I'm walking back to my seat. As I get it, I hear him say, oh, you know, you can just throw it back into the, you know, like just throw it into the crowd, you know, and then people, as a method of, you know, that's how you'll give it away. I was like, never. This thing is mine. This is for me. Even as I'm walking back to my seat, people are saying to me, hey, Katie, he said throw it back into the crowd. And I'm like, dog, this shit is mine, you know. And I really, I wouldn't take 2 seconds there, because there's two ways to look at it. On the one side, if you've, you know, throw it back into the crowd, you've got this person who's just kind of been refired, or maybe you get this person who, you know, it's the first time that they're meeting Jesus. And I remember even as a believer, you know, like as a new believer, where I was just like, I just met this Jesus, and there was something so amazing that was happening to me that I just wanted to tell everyone, you know. So it's like throw it back into the crowd in the sense of just give it away, you know, just keep sharing it, and keep sharing the news of, or the fruit of the labor that you bore, in terms of what you've received, you know, from just the goodness of God and who he is, and how he is, and you know, anyway, so on the one side, you've got this whole thing of, okay, well, throw it back into the crowd, you know, so share the message of the gospel, don't keep it to yourself. And on the other side, you've got this thing where it's not necessarily, you know, give it away thing, but it's a thing of where now people want to take it, you know, people want to take it from you, or the enemy even wants to snatch it from you, where it becomes a thing of, okay, well, hold on, you know, like hold on to it. It's yours. And like, this is my Jesus, you know, and I'm going to hold on to my Jesus. What the fruit of my labor, what the fruit of my labor has enabled me to do then is, you know, is to be in a space, or to enjoy where I am now. I mean, if I hadn't run, I wouldn't have gotten the shirt, you know. So now I actually get to enjoy where I am now. I get to enjoy the fact that I have a t-shirt, so I hold on to it, you know, until I get back to my seat. Not only that, but until I get back home, you know, where I know that, okay, sharp, now it's mine. As if, because then even now at home, I know, hey, I have to watch my sister, because that girl, you know, in my cupboard, it can be dangerous, you know. But it's the same thing in the spirit. Now, you know, we labor to get to something because we're that desperate and we want it that much. We eventually get it. You know, we come home and we think, okay, sharp, well, you know, I've made it home. I'm good to go. And the enemy's just like, no, dog, even now I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight you, because I want to know what kind of ground are you know. Is it going to take root? Is it going to grow up and be a tree and give shade to people? Or is it just going to be, you know, one of those things that you did for 2 weeks or maybe a month or 2 month stint, and then you kind of, you know, you got over it. So it's you know, there's two sides of it, but there's such an amazing, like, it's so amazing for me, guys, just to think about how this whole thing started, not because I saw something that I wanted, but because somebody saw something that they wanted, you know, and that, and her expression cultivated desire in me. It birthed desire in me, so much so, that my, you know, it fueled my desperation, and it got me to that place then where there was labor, so that the fruit of that labor could be enjoyed by me. So I mean, I don't know what you're trusting God for. I don't know where you are in your life now. I don't know what it is you might be going through, you know. But guys, on the first thing I can tell you, like, can we get to a place, just train your mind to understand that God in his essence is good, not because he does good things, but because who he is good, you know, and understanding that is the gift that's waiting for us at the end of the line. Like, allow ourselves to press into that desperation and be like, God, I want you. And because of that desperation, I say, okay, it doesn't matter what I need to do. It doesn't matter what I'm going to look like. I don't care what your opinions are. I don't care what your perception is. All I know is that because that is what I want, that is the work that I will put in so that I can get that gift, you know. And then once you have it, if you know, you do what needs to be done so that you can enjoy the fruits of that labor, you know, like enjoy the relationship that you have with the Father, enjoy the relationship that Jesus presents to you, because it's insane. Like, it just, it blew my mind. I've so enjoyed, like, just thinking on this and yeah. Anyway, so moving on to the challenge, I think the challenge out of this for me really is twofold. It's manyfold, but, you know, let's just kind of zoom into two. On the one hand, we say, you know, do we live lives like, you know, with the Spirit, in the Spirit, where other people will see our expression and that will birth a desire within them to know and follow Christ. And I mean, that's a heavy thing, hey. But PSG, he actually said it sometime today, where he said, you know, you can't say you love God but have no compassion for his people, or have no feeling for his people, because in loving God, he will give you a heart for people. And it's so true, you know. So what is our expression of that love relationship with Jesus, that love relationship with the Father, with Holy Spirit? What does that birth within other people? You know, does it create a desire within other people to you know, to want to get to know the God that we serve and love and enjoy? And by no means, I'm not saying, you know, your relationship should be so that other people will want it. Please don't, you know. But I think it's part of the fruit that we bear, you know. And then secondly, I'm taking too long now on challenges, but then secondly is once that desire has been birthed in, do we actually present people with opportunities to grow, with opportunities to bear fruit? You know, opportunities just for them to enjoy that playing field. And that cannot happen if we're not living lives purposefully. You know, we have to be purposeful about life. We have to be purposeful about you know, how we allow the manifestation to bear fruit in our lives, and how we allow the manifestation to bear fruit in their lives. Because if we don't, then you know, things will just, you know, we'll miss certain things, or things will fall by the wayside, and we obviously don't want that. So it's it's sure, guys, it's been an amazing Sunday for me, and I sincerely hope that if you do know Jesus, that you can and it's just all of this is insane. I mean, the last prayer that we prayed tonight, even in church, was, you know, God, won't you just, you know, cultivate a desire within us for more of you. You know, let us not settle with what we know just up to now, but let's actually, you know, give us the strength and the courage and the determination and the perseverance to push forward. So yeah, may we grow in our hunger for God, and as we do, may he just continue to fill us to levels that are beyond our wildest imaginations. And yeah, it's sure, guys. Let it be true of me. G said it this afternoon, and it stuck with me. And it's you know, just this, let it be true of me. When I sit and I think, okay, well, if I want to be purposeful about my life, then what do I want? How do I want that sentence to end? You know, and for me, it really is, Lord, dear Jesus, let it be true of me that the expression of Jesus Christ in my life cultivates desire to get to know him in the lives of others. Okay, cool. Amen. Okay, have a good week.